Most people decided to carry their board on the right-hand side versus the left. And what they're going to do is at the sound of the whistle now, not the horn, they're going to charge to the water and execute what we call the glide.
Yeah, they're going to have to bunny hop a little bit out through the waves, jump on it. Racers are ready.
Here we go.
Start with the whistle.
Nice, clean start here in France. For lap number 1 of our medal round of the men's SUP technical. All boards hit the water at the same time.
Johnny Hagan out in front there on the deep paddleboard. Blue Ewer and the NSP getting there. Christian Andersen as well. What a great start from Johnny Hagan. As we see, it looks like Noah Gadiwood there in the starboard, getting out in front on the top of screen. Right Taguchi on the outside as well. Tituan Poyo just behind him. This is exciting.
That's what it's all about. The Japanese riders, though, really didn't get the push through the wave as everybody else did, and now Noah Gerard out in front on the starboard. Blue Ewer, though, another great start.
Yeah, he's in second position right now. He's going to be looking to hold on to that, but we do see a better start this time from Shrimpy. Obviously, he started a little bit further back. He's now in that kind of middle pack there, all that kind of third, fourth, fifth position. Christian Andersen looking to come in to create this draft train. We also have our paddlers out here. We have Paolo Marconi down on that whiteboard at the bottom of the screen. We're also looking at Manuel Hoyuela on the left there as well with that hydration pack on.
Look at the move now by Christian Andersen in the lime green shorts. He's on the left-hand side, top of your screen. He's starting to put the pressure on Noah, but look at this, Shrimpy now starting to push to the outside. Now overtakes first place. Team Japan, Shrimpy Araki from Japan. This is what he's all about, and he will keep up this pace the entire time. So if you're paddling next to him, you know he ain't gonna slow down, Bo.
That's true. I actually think it's Right Taguchi.
Oh, right, sorry, my bad.
Sorry, Shuri, yeah. And then Shrimpy in the yellow hat, he's on the NSP. So he's about fourth position. He's actually making a go for it now. He's gonna get up, try and get up into third. Christian Andersen in that third position at the moment. Noah Gadiwood in second on the starboard. We do see competitors coming back afield. This one is Blue Ewer in the middle there as well.
He's kind of caught in no man's land. Blue Ewer is stuck between the inside, outside. He's got Shrimpy on his outside, Christian on his bottom side. He really doesn't have a lot of clean water there. That's not a place you want to be.
No, and it looks like he's pushing hard to get out of that situation too. You can see he wants to go into this buoy turn at least half a board length in front. That's where he's going to get the priority. But we do see Rai Taguchi going into the golden buoy in first position.
Here comes Rai Taguchi. Back surf stand, backside turn. Nice and tight. Beautifully done by Rai. And Noah takes the buoy out, pushes it aside.
And as we see competitor go down, looks like that might have been blue.
I don't know what's going to happen there. Our officials are at that buoy watching it all go down. There was straight chaos, but that was an excellent buoy turn by Taguchi, keeping that edge on Noek. And now Noek tries pushing to the outside, but everybody around clean.
Yeah, everyone around clean. I think that one person that fell off was Blue Ewer, so he's going to fall back a couple of places. Not a great start for him. We did see him get off the beach very, very well. But we do have Rai Taguchi there in the lead. Noek Gadiwood just behind.
And there's Taguchi right there. Now Noek starting to put some pressure. Noek definitely has the inside line. Let's watch Noek here.
Rai needs to give way to Noek here.
That's his onside. That's Noek's onside. That's Rai's offside. So that's why you saw Noek gain about a half a board length around that turn.
That's right. Christian Andersen in third. Tituan Poyo. Oh, no, sorry. That's his Shrimpy. Shrimpy in fourth position. Then we have Tituan Poyo there as well. Blue Ewer coming around. We also have Manuel Oyuela in there. Campbell Carter, it looks like.
And look at the cluster there. In 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. It's anybody's guess there, but the field will start to stretch out at this point. Now this is that critical section. We saw our prone paddleboarders in the earlier heats. If you saw it, catching those little side bumps, those little runners that are allowing them just to get a little edge on the rest of the field. So we'll see if they can start taking advantage of that. They start taking a left-hand shoulder turn on this red can buoy, and then they start looking over their shoulder for the wave.
Yeah, that's it. Totally. So Rai Taguchi heading around. Noah Gadiwood. Then we have Shrimpy, Christian Andersen. Looks like Michael Booth up into 5th position at the moment. Tituan Poyo behind him.
Look at the power of Shrimpy. I mean, he threw that NSP, sank the back down probably 2.5 feet, and just whipped it around that corner. Now look at his cadence coming out.
Yeah, it needs to be really strong. This is where you kind of come into a bit of downwind, find some bumps, maybe some waves as well for these competitors. Might be a bit of swell out the back. Kind of see a little few lumps coming through. Everyone seems to be getting around these buoy turns pretty cleanly.
Yeah, it's not a lot of swell coming off the back there. I don't really see anything pushing out the back Yubo.
No, I don't. Not really.
Kind of flat. This is going to be a grind coming
It
into
is going to be a grind, and that's where Michael Booth, you know, the paddlers such as him, is going to really start to like these conditions. He's going to apply some pressure. That's him dead center of screen, paddling toward us next to Shrimpy on the right. Then right to Gucci on that far left of screen there. He's out in front. Noah Gaudiel there now, center of screen. Christian Anderson just behind him.
Yep, that's the current situation. There's your first, second, third, fourth, and it's really starting to stretch out here. I don't see anything coming out the back right now to help any of our paddlers, so they're just going to grind this one out. What you mentioned definitely helps Boothie, and you can tell Boothie, he really digs deep with that blade. Most people's blades are about just a foot under the water. He's going about 1.5 feet.
It actually looks like he's using a little bit of a shorter paddle too than other competitors. That way he can really bend over, apply that power, get really strong with his paddling stroke.
Here's Taguchi now catching a little runner, going to push into Michael Booth. And Taguchi, now there's 3 all the way across there as they come into that inside buoy. Noah,
I think it's right to Gucci, Noik, and
Shrimpy. So you got the 2 Japanese riders and Noah Gerard from France. Great angle there. Noah sitting in that second position. Rye's got to be very happy as he goes through here, heat number 1. Now Noah catches a little runner coming in to buoy number 4.
It's interesting. There's no waves on this stretch.
Little runners,
and
though.
Little runner now. Little runner to split up the first and second position. They're going to enjoy that little run.
Rye's got to hit the brakes and bounce right behind Noah if he's going to get around him. See, let's watch out. Noah to the inside.
Great technique there from Noah.
Good
Fantastic.
block.
And Rye, well done. Good
Great
job getting
blocking.
around that. Shrimpy, Shuri Araki coming around that one. Well done from Shrimpy as well. As we see Christian Anderson, Tituan Poyo coming in. Michael Booth behind them. Christian Anderson having to dodge this wave, falls off here. As we see Tituan Poyo getting the inside line. Then Michael Booth as well in there.
I'll tell you what, that threw T2 off. Christian Anderson got hit on the side rail. Definitely didn't time that right. And that'll allow Tituan Puyo to pull out in 4th. And the rest, look at this. Party wave coming into buoy 4. And they'll get rolled up. There'll be some swimming here as the rest of the field charging their way out. That was England. And here's another party wave coming into the parking lot. Some of them taking the buoys out. And this is where it's
carnage right now.
And they got leashes on that are wrapping up in fins. So now you got to unwind, get unraveled, and get back around there. Oh, that's why you want to be in front.
That is why you need to be in front. You don't want to be stuck with a lot of people coming into that buoy turn. We did see a really clean buoy turn from David Leao as well, from Brazil. So he's going to be up in that top pack. It's very exciting. Maybe one of our Infinity riders is up there too. Could be Santino. Might be Ricardo Rossi. We're going to have to get confirmation of who that is.
Let's watch it on the replay here. I mean, you see, it looks like the 405 in California during rush hour right now. And just I mean, it's just straight chaos. Now you're trying to navigate around boards, bouncing off boards. That's when you get what you call board dings. Here's Ryan Taguchi coming around the backside on his offside turn. Carves it around nicely. Noah just on his fin box. Watch Shrimpy. Shrimpy gets to the back of that NSP. Dumps the nose about 3 feet up in the air and able to whip that board around quickly, taking the surface area off the water. So there's your top 3 coming in, and now we start looking at 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th place.
That's
where
right.
we'll see some jostling around.
They all are right now. So heading around that buoy turn at the back. Could be Michael Booth.
It does look like Michael Booth on the starboard coming out. So Michael's got to be happy with this 4th place. Standing here we conclude lap number 1 of 3 in this 5K. They're going to go to this yellow can and then make their way back out. Gold medal round here, and it's always lap number 1 that just gets you all going and gets you all fired up. Look at Taguchi.
Shrimpy on a little wave behind. Taguchi trying to go hard on a little bump in front, but it looks like Noik, Shrimpy, and Taguchi all going to be on a wave together.
Look at Shrimpy's cadence compared to Noik. He's doing about 2 strokes to every 1 stroke of Noik. And Noak knows it, but Noak's definitely got the better line here. So Shrimpy's going to have to power around, come from the far outside around this can.
See Shrimpy already off the wave here, so he's going to stay back a little bit as Taguchi is holding on. He does very well.
Shrimpy to the inside. What a beautiful, you talked about it. Dropped off the back of the wave, showed a lot of patience there, and now going to carve it to the inside. Surf stance up and over. Beautiful call there, Bo.
Yeah, amazing. Just kind of strategy and technique there from Shrimpy to know that he needs to back off a little bit. But that is Tituan Puyo, Michael Booth.
Puyo around the outside now. Starting to make his on his right-hand paddle. He'll start making his way out there at the SIC board. I believe that is David Leao now coming around. Here comes Christian Polar Bear Anderson now coming into the yellow can buoy. He'll try to cut it in.
Looks like Santino.
Santino, nice buoy turn there as well. Polar Bear really starting to fall off the pack here. He's got to put the gas down. And look at
See
this.
Ollie Horton there on the inside there, getting that turnaround. Then we've got Paolo Marconi behind him. Whoa, it's carnage! Everybody off.
All we're seeing is the bottom sides of paddleboards. You're not supposed to do that. And now we got everybody swimming here again at buoy number 6.
And the wave coming into sideways boards and boards everywhere.
Oh.
Let's hope everyone is okay in that. But it does look like there are going to be some tangles.
Yeah, that was Johnny Hagan, unfortunately, on that deep that got caught up in that. He had such a great start, and he's been caught up in the mess the last and buoy 4 and buoy 6. That's a huge break for him.
Right next to Blue Euro as well, who was caught in both of those buoy turns too. It looks like Blue actually copped a couple of boards to his one, so going to be a bit of damage.
Oh, look at this. Shrimpy, Shuri Araki in the green hat, dead center of your screen. Now trying to push past Noah Gerard from France. Right, Taguchi currently sitting in that 3rd place position. Michael Booth on the left-hand side of your screen from Australia. And Tutuan Puyo on the far outside. There's your top 5 as we start lap number 2. But look at the cadence. I want to talk about the cadence. This guy has head down. It's hard to know that he even knows where he's going because his head is just in the water the whole time.
This is what we saw from Shrimpy yesterday as well. He really wanted to apply pressure to the rest of the field, getting that kind of better of the heat score. Right, Taguchi took him in that semi-final yesterday with the times, but it is going to be Shrimpy going into the first buoy turn for lap number 2 of this final. He's going to get the lead so far. That is ahead of Noah Gariud and Rai Taguchi.
Beautiful buoy turn there by Shrimpy. You see him start to stretch about a board length out in front of Noak. Noak had to go a little bit wide there. And Rai started to slow up on the cadence maybe just a little bit here.
I think he is, yeah. Maybe he was that first lap. They've had 2 starts to this race, remember, so they expended a lot of energy right at the beginning. Shrimpy wants to get ahead.
Let's talk about this. Rai is going to pull up behind Shrimpy. You got 2 Japanese team riders. They start working together. What do you see here, Bo?
I see them working together, definitely for the team points. But at the end of the day, they're both competitors. They're going to want to win the gold medal. Shrimpy going for back-to-back. He won it last year. The youngest ever to do so as a gold medalist in the open men's.
And he's going to compete in the sprints, too.
That's right. He's going to go in the sprints. And I can't blame Japan putting him in the sprints as well. Just his speed off the line. You see that paddle cadence super fast. Rai Taguchi now rounding that second buoy turn.
But Noak's starting to break out in front now, so they're just battling back and forth. There is Noak Gerard now from France out in front by about a half a board length. Recently won the overall in the Euro Tour. Shrimpy trying to grab another gold here at the ISA, and Rai Taguchi just behind him. But now they're starting to stretch out between 4th and 5th, Bo. You're really starting to see them. And this, you know, when you have someone out your right door or your left door, it causes you to, you're not looking behind you, you're just looking next to you.
Yeah, that's so true. And it also puts a little bit of pressure on as well. You've got to keep that pace up because you know that someone's right there. If you back off that little bit, they're going to see an opportunity. They're going to overtake you. They want to get in front. See Tituan Puyo, Michael Booth there. That's 4th and 5th position. So creating a bit more of a gap between the next riders too.
Look at Noah to the outside. Oh, look at this. Shrimpy cars it to the inside. That's why you can't even leave a sliver alight, because that's an onside turn, and Shrimpy knows how to just take that turn so close. Beautiful turn.
Yeah, you can even see the judges there using their phones as well to capture all of that action so they can refer back to any of the priority turns around the buoys. But we're going to see Noah get a little bit of a bump there. Shrimpy's going to try and get on another little bump. Remember, we are going to be crowning gold, silver, bronze, and copper.
You got to think about this. Noah, this is his home water. This is home field advantage. You know, Rai and Shrimpy, they've only been here 3 or 4 days. So you got to think this home field advantage start playing a role in this, especially from buoy 4 to buoy 5.
Oh, 100% it does. And we saw that this morning with Noak's brother Vike getting the win in the junior SUP technical as well. So it definitely comes into play 100%. We saw, you know, in that previous prone paddleboarding, Juliette, I believe, she ended up taking the win. She's from Spain, but she spent a lot of time down in these waters, so getting a lot of experience here, and that's what you need to be doing. You need to be here a lot of the time to be able to understand these conditions.
Here's the current situation. It is basically a toss-up before first and second. In 3rd place, Rai Taguchi. In 4th place from Australia, Michael Booth, and in 5th place, Titouan Pouillot from France. That is the current situation here as we start coming into buoy number 4. And again, really flat ocean out there.
It is that tide coming into play as well, just getting a bit of deeper water underneath the kind of competitors here. There was a little set that came in, but they missed it. You can see that wave bottom of screen there. They kind of missed that one, just missed timing it.
Didn't really stand up for him, though. It just kind of like rolled on past him. And we saw the 3rd lap, we saw some sets start to come in, stand up, and that could definitely close the gap. 14 minutes, 40 seconds, an absolutely blistering pace here.
This is lap number 2 as well. So they are going to be looking to get it under 20 minutes for the end of lap number 2. As we see, right to Gucci on a little runner behind. Shrimpy's going to paddle hard into this next buoy turn. I love this drone angle. We're so close to the action right now. Right to Gucci coming in. He's going to try and hit it. He's going to get off the back of the wave very soon. We see Shrimpy turn around this buoy turn as Noah gets it sideways. He's unfortunately going to come unstuck. Right to Gucci's chance to get around the outside. Is he going to be able to do it? In front of Noah, the Shrimpy has taken a lead here.
Huge break by Noah coming around that buoy turn. Just got sideways, goes down. And I think he really was trying to cut to the inside, but Shrimpy was so clean, he left him nowhere to go but down. Big bummer there. It looks like Titouan Pouillot might have taken over 4th.
Yeah, Titouan in 4th. Michael Booth there in the 5th spot. They're going to look to kind of go hard for this final lap that they're going to be going into. Another couple of buoy turns before they start that. As we are taking a look at how other competitors coming in, but this is where the action happens.
1st through 4th, that's all that matters. The medal round here of the men's SUP Technical. And it's, if you don't get top 4, you're not standing on the podium, you're watching from the audience. Nice buoy turns there by those 2 athletes.
That is David Liao on the SIC paddling in. So he's going to be in 7th position.
Yeah, from
and
Brazil.
It could be Antonio Murillo as well in that number 6.
And followed up by Christian Polar Bear Anderson. Waves starting to break on that inside buoy. I'll tell you, that is where it gets exciting. You see our paddler going way on the infinity. Lost him there, going way to the inside. Now Shrimpy starting to turn it on. Now right to Gucci, trying to reel in Shrimpy.
Yeah, Shrimpy's got a good lead.
But that cadence, I mean, I just want to talk about the cadence. Shrimpy's cadence is just insane. Look at him, more of that Connor Baxter type paddle stroke. He chokes down on the paddle, allowing him to get a lot quicker stroke, not dig as deep in the water. So really short, quick strokes, trying to get around that buoy turn and get out in front of those waves.
Yeah, absolutely. Love that you noticed that, Drew. He's really choking down that handle there. That allows him to get lower to the water. A bit more of that blade in there as well. Going to get a lot more power from the stroke. Right to Gucci seems to be backing off as well as Noe. You can see the cadence. The difference with Shrimpy just going bang, 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 bang. But the competitors behind maybe saving energy for the final lap.
Are you kidding me? You can't save energy. That's a bad idea. This is the final. This is the medal round. Oh, shoot. And there's Shrimpy taking a couple of strokes off, trying to get out in front. Maybe he was looking to try to get in front just to catch that little runner, because he did catch that in the last lap.
He did. I think he's going to get onto this one as well. It's only a small one, but with his cadence and paddle speed, he might be able to get onto it, extend that lead a little bit more going into the last lap. Remember, 3 laps to round out this men's SUP technical final.
Conclusion of lap number 2, coming into buoy number 6. Sean Evans, our photographer right there, with his shirt off, taking all the great photos for you that you see on isasurf.org. And look at this. Here comes. They might reel him in. If Shrimpy doesn't catch this little bump,
Shrimpy's got to turn around. He's got to get a little bit sideways with this tiny little bump coming as well. He's quick. He's quick.
He wastes no time in the buoy turn. That's almost to benefit. Right to Gucci, up and down. He's swimming. That'll allow Noah to go back up. Huge error there by Rai. He had the angle and just blew the balance.
Oh, well, we've seen Rai do this in the past. He gets that board so far out of the water and buoy turns on one stroke. He gets around and then he gets a lot of speed. But unfortunately, he couldn't do it this time. Titouan Pouillot, Michael Booth surfing in on this wave. They're going to pull off now. Titouan is going to surf around. Michael Booth, notice he's going to jump off. Titouan nearly going over there, but they almost went past that buoy. So they're going to spin that board around. They need to get on their feet quick, Drew.
Yeah, Michael, I'll tell you, he wanted to carve to the inside. T2 was almost trying to close the block, but then got off balance there. But I want to talk about Shrimpy. He spends no time at those buoy turns. He's in and out in the snap of a fingers, doesn't allow the wave to really impact him whatsoever.
No, you have to be really quick throughout these buoy turns. And we'll notice that David Liao here coming in. Looks like he got ahead of Antonio here. So great job from David. No, he doesn't. So Antonio there, getting ahead.
Antonio going to go around. That chunky wave is just really hard to navigate. There's Christian Polar Bear Anderson in the green shorts. There's the Peruvian. Itzel Delgado now in the picture in the top 10.
That's right, and Santino Basadea, they're going over the white wall on the Infinity to your right of screen. Chris Nance coming in, but behind him, 3 on a wave.
Party wave, baby, that's what tech racing's all about. 1910 coming in. Watch this to the inside. Oh,
Inside. Oh, it's Ollie. Ollie Horton has the
everybody
better track here, but we have Itzel Delgado, Paolo Marconi as well.
That was Itzel Delgado. That's very uncharacteristic of him. He's been working on his buoy turns for a long time. He just seemed to like really try to back off the wave. Unfortunately, the wave kind of kept him with it and threw him sideways there. So unfortunately, huge break by the Peruvian Itzel Delgado. He goes down. And there is Johnny Hagan. I'll tell you, he's got to be bummed with the current situation. He's just had bad luck this race.
Exactly. He has had bad luck. As has Blue, you were there running that buoy as well. They had really bad luck on that wave that come through and wiped everyone out on the first lap at buoy turn number 4.
I love this. Isn't this fun, Bo?
This is fun. I'm on the edge of my seat. I've been here since the start.
I know. 2 starts.
Yeah, 2 starts.
Yeah, it was 2 starts. There's our judges' votes right there. That is Shrimpy. Araki Akiri from Japan, marking his way back out. Just behind him, you got Noah Gerard, sort of close there with Rai Taguchi. Kind of a bad angle to see, but those two have been battling it out back and forth. You know, a lot of people predicted Japan 1-2 in this, and it could come down to that.
I think it might come down to that. We saw Rai yesterday doing those kind of beach runs really fast. That might come into play toward the end of it as well. I think Rai's going to start pushing super hard, especially on the flats here, but Noix looks like he's getting out in front.
There's buoy number 1 in the books. Now going towards buoy number 2, that inside buoy. That was a big problem yesterday in the qualifiers. It seems like today, with where the buoy sat and the water conditions, not being as much of an impact.
No, that tide is filled in enough there. The swell has dropped off. We're not going to be getting those rips and currents throughout the surf zone. Although it was down on the beach earlier, Drew, there is that wind coming into play. It kind of pushes the paddlers over to your right side of screen a little bit. Wind coming in from left to right, as we see Tituan Poyo, Michael Booth. They are battling out for the copper medal.
Yeah, and you talked about the wind. From that angle, it didn't look like a lot of wind. So it's really hard to tell when you get out here. We're really in this protected little valley here on the beach, so it's hard to tell. But there is a shot right there. There's Noah Gerard going on his backside turnaround buoy number 2. We're halfway. We got a half lap to go for the medals, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, it is Shrimpy out in front, and he just picked up the cadence even further. He just double-timed. He's like, double time, I'm just going to do this.
That's the thing, that because there aren't many waves coming through, he needs to get that cadence in, get in front of his competitors so he creates a bit of a gap, and he could become back-to-back world champion for SUP Technical.
50-meter lead right now on Noah Gerard from France, and Rai Taguchi falling off the pace a little bit. Currently sitting in that 3rd place position. Tutuan Puyo now coming on his backside turn. Coming around the red can buoy, sitting in that copper medal position. And we have 4 buoy turns yet to go, but this is the critical section, ladies and gentlemen. This is what everybody's watching. Even with this lead with Shrimpy, it could go real bad real easily.
Yeah, it really could, especially at this point here, paddling back in, getting some waves, maybe hopefully into the lineup. We'll have to have a look and see if there are any sets coming, but we all know that 4th buoy turn on the inside, the yellow can that you see, that's been causing havoc.
And Noah's got to know. He's got to keep the distance close enough to where he can get on that same wave as Shrimpy, or else it's all over.
That's right. And that's what we want it to come down to. Actually, it could be a little bump coming through.
Looks like it's starting to build out the back. Shrimpy out in front on the right-hand side of your screen. Really starting to spread out. Now they got about 60 or 70 meters between 1st and 2nd. But it looks like Noak's reeling them in a little bit, but Shrimpy will try to catch this little bump.
Yeah, Shrimpy's really good in those downwindy conditions. He won the distance last year as well. He's going to be really kind of comfortable in these conditions. Coming from that, fisherman background as well. He's got a lot of experience on the water. Noak, though, could this be a little bump?
Yeah, this is where in a couple of the previous heats, we saw 3rd, 4th, 5th come all the way up and then to close out on 1st. So, but right now, pretty flat conditions, Bo. Not really seeing much. Just 20 meters to go from the buoy. If you're Shuri as Araki right now, if you're Shrimpy, you got to feel pretty darn confident with 2 buoy turns left to go.
You do need, yeah, but I don't know if I'd be feeling confident. I'd be feeling like I'm out in front and I've kind of got the upper hand, but definitely not confident at all. You can see that red can on the right-hand screen that's closer in. That is going to be their final buoy turn for these competitors. As we see Shrimpy paddling in here to the yellow can. No, we're kind of a little bump behind. Can he catch Shrimpy? It looks like he's closing the gap.
It does from that angle. Really hard to tell. Now Shrimpy will jump up on that little runner. Shrimpy, the wave really starting to stand up for him. Can he hold on? Everybody's looking at it. That NSP trying to glide. The wave will go underneath him. And that'll allow Noah to kind of start closing that gap just a little bit further. Down to about 30 meters. Shrimpy trying to catch this little bump.
Yeah, Shrimpy, that just his paddle, like how does he have this much energy toward this the end of the race? It's crazy.
Final lap here, ladies and gentlemen, in this men's SUP technical final. Let's watch the buoy turn. Take it through.
Yeah, step right back on that tail. What a great technique Shrimpy has. Oh my, that was just perfect. If you need to learn how to do buoy turns, rewind this right now, take a look at that, and take some notes.
Or call 1-800-SHRIMPY.com and just take a class from the man. Let's watch Noah. Noah takes a look over his left-hand shoulder. He sees Shrimpy kind of going out, kind of leaving him in the dust. No real break, no real wave action coming there. Pretty smooth, even turn. So that's actually going to benefit first and second place. And now here comes Rye coming in. Backside turn for Rye, whipping around. But a change in situation here, fourth, fifth.
Yeah, take a look at fourth and fifth. This is the medal position as well. Looks like Tituan Poyo getting on a little way. Michael Booth on a little one behind as well. So they're going to be very close, battling it out for fourth position. Right, Taguchi upping the cadence. He knows there's one buoy turn left. Tituan Poyo.
Tituan Puyo, no stranger to buoy turns, on his offside coming around. Michael Booth, even more unaware of buoy turns. Not a buoy turn specialist whatsoever, but the guy has more power than he knows what to do with. Currently sitting in that fifth position. If you're Michael Booth right now, you're just off the podium. You just got to put your head down and go.
Put your head down and go. I wonder if he's going to be thinking that he's going to save some energy for his distance race tomorrow, because you know that's his kind of, you know, his main event, and he might be saving some energy thinking, no, I'm going to let T2 take fourth. I'm going to just hold it back a bit.
Who does that? I couldn't do that.
Michael Booth does. In a two-time gold medalist in the distance. He want to make it 3 times as well. But Shrimpy, Shuri Araki, currently leading the men's final of the SUP Tech Racing here at the ISA World SUP and Paddleboard Championship.
Yeah, you know Michael Booth better than I. This is a warm-up for him. I mean, he would go do this day before a distance race anyway, so this is just kind of like a walk in the park. There goes Noah Gerard from France. Oh, he almost got a little knocked off balance there on that starboard. Buoy kind of came back and reverbed into him. Rai Taguchi in third, currently sitting in that bronze medal position. Rai with a crossbow turn, curving his way around. And it looks like this is where it's going to set up, because it is flat as a pancake out there.
Yeah, but Rai Taguchi looking over his shoulder every now and then to see if there's anything behind him, because he really needs to get a bump right now if anything's going to put him up into the second or first position. But right now, that is your top 3 on screen. Shrimpy Shuriaraki in first place, getting on a little bump here. Can he get on it? That would secure him his first spot. Noah Gerard from France in second position. Rai Taguchi in third, and Tituan Poyo in fourth.
Tituan Puyo, great competitor for France. So it's 1-2, 1-3 Japan, and 2-4 for France right now. Coming into the beach.
Taguchi, can he get on top of this bump? He cannot, but Noik.
Standing up.
Noik is going to be able to get on this one. Is it going to catch up to Shrimpy in time? This is going to come right down to the wire.
Shrimpy's got to put his head down and just pull through this one, because Noik's going to close the gap. They're just about 30 meters apart. Noik up and riding. Can he close the distance in time? No. Shrimpy will catch the wave just in front of him and bring it on into the beach, Bo.
Gonna take that leash off, Shrimpy. Don't forget.
Yeah, right. Who's
as he runs in.
And here he comes.
He's going to grab the Japanese flag as he comes through. This is your back-to-back champion in the SUP Tech race, Shrimpy.
Shuri Araki taking home the gold in the men's SUP technical final. Gives a bow there. Here comes second place Noah Gerard with a great paddle in this technical race. He'll take home second place, 27:34. Look at that time.
Great time. And that, we knew that we're going to knock about 5 minutes off the pace, and they certainly have done that from yesterday. There's your gold and silver medalist there. Rai Taguchi from Japan as well, going to get into medal contention. That is bronze medal for Rai.
Good finish for him, getting that bronze position. And here comes Tituan Puyo from France. Gonna round things out with the copper medal. And you know why he got fourth? Because he didn't wear his hat. He always wears a hat. I don't know why he's not wearing his hat today, but a great athlete. So France, look at that. France 2 and 4. So France silver and copper, and gold and bronze for Team Japan. So dominated heat by France and Team Japan.
Really dominant. Michael Booth coming in 5th place. He'll be very happy with that result in the technical race. Michael Booth, not so much of a surf kind of paddler.
He's been working on it. He's been working on it, but he's going to be the one to watch out for at the distance tomorrow. Him and Shrimpy, they're going to be battling out in the front of the pack. You put a little distance on it, that's where Michael Booth excels.
Here we go. This is Antonio, I believe, Rio from Spain.
Good finish for him, 6th place overall.
And David Leal would be behind him.
Unbelievable SUP technical final here for the men's at the Grand Plage Beach here in France. Nothing short of exciting, ladies and gentlemen. We're so excited to bring you live action here at ISA World or ISASurf.org, and everybody else crashing through the finish line. Brazil, Argentina, all coming across.
It's El Delgado from Peru finishing up there.
Not quite the championship finish that he wanted, but
a tight finish here for Paolo Marconi and also Ollie Houghton.
Give Ollie Houghton a lot of credit. He went through. He was stuck in the mix the entire time. He had to battle in and out of the parking lot, and he did a great job. So give that guy a lot of credit. He did not have an easy heat whatsoever.
Not at all. We see Blue Ewer here, Johnny Hagan coming in, Christian Polar Bear Anderson finishing off his campaign there as well. We do see Johnny Hagan getting the run on top of Blue Ewer there.
Hagan coming across. Boy, he had a lot of bad luck in that race. We talked about that. Just got stuck with people coming in outside of him, inside of him. He had really nowhere to go. Even from the start, he was kind of like boxed in.
Yeah, he really was. And Blue Ewer there as well. All these competitors in kind of that back half of the field getting really kind of taken out by the waves on that first and second lap too. But your gold medalist this year, Shrimpy, Shuri, Araki, he is going to be your gold medalist. Second place went to Noik Garud from France. Your third place was Rai Taguchi from Japan. And fourth place to Duan Puyo.
Back-to-back goals for the man they call Shrimpy. I asked where he got the name, and it's kind of an interesting story because he's kind of a small guy. But I'll tell you what, that guy is no small guy when it comes to stand-up paddling. I mean, it's insane. There's Noah Stender coming into the beach. He'll bounce across.
Piel de Bruin from the Netherlands. No, sorry, Belgium.
So coming up next is our women's SUP technical final, ladies and gentlemen. 22 ladies going to be taken to the water. It's going to be a fun one, so stick around. That'll be the last event of the day, and then we go to dinner. And we'll wake back up tomorrow and start calling distance racing here. Look, we got a little bit of a race at the end.
Campbell Carter, Melv Garcia. Looks like Campbell Carter gets the jump on Melv there.
I'm going to need to see the photo finish on that one. That's for bragging rights right there. That's for who buys beers at the end of the day. Oh, Melf with a good job. North Carolina boy, Campbell Carter.